SUMMARISE about these 3 days of business presentations where we try to put for you the client at the heart of our discussions, the client that is at the heart of your salons and of your businesses. The first thing, if the client is at the heart of the salon, then we have to know the client. The client is changing because the world is changing. It's changing because it's aging, which is fantastic for us because the potential is enormous. It's also about this idea of me first. So we're living in a world where it's becoming a bit complicated because we have a lot of customers and they're being more and more individual and they have the means to do it. It's linked to all these movements is the idea of time. What if we took time as a criteria to think about what we are offering to the client? We have time. Now that the aging is allowing us to live longer, we have more time than before. Now that we have technology that is allowing us to access things in a quicker way, by a click, and getting it quicker, we have more time. At the same time, we're always running out of time. And maybe mentally, maybe unconsciously, we are thinking and consuming with time as a criteria. I wrapped up a few things like that. The first thing is, if I have a pioneering vision, if I have a vision of who I want to be, I have a vision of the place I want to take people in, the place being very important to greet the customer. It's a question more of expressing your style and expressing your vision of how you want customers to feel in your salons with passion. It's about making the place my space. The salon de coiffure is a bit like a theater. Don't think only about the space of the customer when she's at the styling station. Think about what she can see, what she can feel when she's in the salon. Then the second thing, so we got my place, that becomes my space, that becomes her place and her space. Huh? It's about creating a moment. You know, 3 months ago, a girl called Kim did my shampoo. She did it so well, she made it so soft on my skin, I couldn't believe it. Her hands were like... When she asked me if I wanted a haircut, I said, of course, darling, continue for 20 more minutes. She could have offered a third one, a fourth one. I would have spent 1 hour just having a massage here. I wasn't buying a hair care. I think my hair is about okay. Huh? I was buying a time of relaxation. Services is also about things that are outside of what we call services. What do I mean by that? I have a few snapshot examples, okay? This one is a website. The website is a Japanese website. The salon is called Pas de Deux. And this person created a website because he couldn't generate traffic in the mall he was. The mall wasn't working well. So he created a website. But what he didn't do just a website. He put the CV of every single person in his staff on the website. He got 120 new customers in 3 months. You know why? Because in Japan, consumers want to be reassured that they can get the right person to do the service that they want. And the clients were very surprised because it was the first time that they could access the information before visiting the place. This is a service. This is, I want to be informed, simplify my life. My team. It's the key part. I think Eric was saying yesterday, you can have the most beautiful salon. Huh? But if your team does it wrong inside, then you've wasted a few million. A real team that has energy, that is passionate, that wants to welcome the customer because the team is putting the customer at the heart of their lives, of the salon. Team is the real DNA of our businesses. And the complicated thing about it is that we recruit youngsters at the age of, they start at the age of 15 in apprenti, And we have to teach them a lot of things. We have to share with them a lot of things. So I won't show you charts about constructing education to go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4. But that's the way it's done in entrepreneur businesses that want to have efficient teams. The business is not just cutting hair and doing colors. It's about understanding the economics. It's about understanding what the performance is. Now I'd like to pinpoint just 2 examples, okay, of how you can do 2 things. Educate your teams and at the same time, create a dynamic team. If it was as simple as, I don't know where it is, there it is, pressing the button to get nice and welcoming teams, I think we would all know about it. We wouldn't be talking about it. It's really about generating, because the client is at the heart, the possibility of having a heart relation. Growing the spirit, growing the soul of hospitality. What if we could get our people to be so passionate about, so really passionate about what we are doing, that they would take in charge their own education? Learning about the business side of your salons just through gameplay. That's why it's called a serious game, because it's a game, but it's about serious matters. You ready? We had 16 kids. We had only 2 computers, so we had to put them 8 by computer. And we asked them to play a game and to see what they were going to learn. We asked them to do as many episodes as they could, because we have 12 episodes, 12 parts in the game. Look at the concentration. Look at the eyes. We had people that were individuals. We had 2 teams. They were playing on economic figures, like how to construct average tickets and how to go from the average ticket to the yearly performance. They were dealing with events in the salon, like details that make the difference. As you can see, the debrief happened after 3 hours. During 3 hours, the kids played 5 episodes. They forgot the coffee break. Do you believe that? They forgot the cigarette break. And when we said stop, they said, "Oh no, sir, we want to continue." Wow. Now we were discussing about words that had been repeated all the time since the first day. You remember Mark the first day was saying, "It's very easy to develop business. You have to make love, and then business comes on its own." Huh? We talked about love. Eric was saying yesterday that you have to be interested in others. If you're interested in your staff, in their lives, in the real problems that make them inefficient, you will find a solution with them and make them grow and have a heart. And if you do that, you got a winning team. That's why I think maybe as a conclusion, it takes time. Every day you need to start again. To build systems and organizations, it takes time. So you have to be patient. But fundamentally, because we are an activity of people, we need to have people that are dealing with the clients with a heart, with generosity. Did you notice the smiles? It's maybe not about finding the people that are already smiling before they enter the salon. It's about making them smile when they're in the salon, because you have the choice. Either it's just a place to work, but I think that if we spent 8-9 hours a day in a salon, in fact, we're not working in the salon. We are living in the salon. They are living in the salon with you, with the clients. So let's make them happy, and it'll work. So thank you very much from the heart.